the police. I'd like to report a crime. This mouse is too light.
Welcome, guys, to the official review by Moonelf of the Logitech G Pro Wireless Superlight. This is a great mouse, and probably a lot of you guys are clicking on this video or have looked at this mouse for two things: the high DPI settings and the weight. So let's go over the weight, really. For some of you guys who wanted some perspective on how light this mouse actually is, it's about the same weight as a miniature Viking ship. Or to make it a little bit easier to understand, it's about 2 times lighter than the G502, which comes in at around 121 grams, and the Logitech G Pro Wireless Superlight coming in at 63 grams. So some of you guys are probably telling yourself, okay, Moonelf, it's light, we get it. But how does it feel? There must be some drawback there. Well, it feels amazing. It feels like you've gone to the Gobi Desert and asked a wandering merchant for their finest silk, and they've placed it on this mouse. Yes, okay, that is a bit of an exaggeration, but it does feel really good, and it feels much more premium than any other kind of honeycomb mouse I've tried in the past. I believe all mice that are working in the Superlight category are working with plastics, and I think this is probably the best plastic you could possibly get with a mouse that I've seen. So some of you guys are saying it's light and it feels good. Great. Okay, but that's not the best thing about this mouse. The best thing about this mouse is that it's easy to clean. And for all of you guys who've had the G502, you know what I'm talking about. You have those long gaming sessions where you're playing the same game 72 hours, and you've just stood up for the first time, and you look at your mouse and it's just sweaty, greasy, gross, and it's impossible to clean. You have to get through all the plastics, you have to get an alcohol wipe, you have to go through all the crevices. But with the Superlight, you don't have that problem. I've been using this mouse for a long time, and it's just a small scrub of the mouse, and it's completely clean. Very, very easy to clean, and it makes having this mouse in my vicinity or on my gaming desk just that much nicer. So let's go through the basics of this mouse quickly. It has a left click and right click. Very surprising, revolutionary technology there, I'm sure. And it has 2 buttons where your thumb is. It's been enough for me. I've had no problem with that. Other than that, it comes with these 4 grippy tape things that have worked super well for me. They've lasted so far, and I'm expecting them to last for about 6 months or so. It also comes with a USB that you plug into the back of your computer, very simple, and a cable you use for charging. It lasted for about, I would say, a week or maybe a little bit more than that for me, before I have to start charging it again. And yeah, I mean, that's been outstanding, just the charge time for this in general. The scroll wheel, I would say the scroll wheel feels a lot like the G502 when you click on it to make it have some resistance, if that makes sense. Or it just feels like a traditional scroll wheel mouse. It feels really good, very crisp, no issues at all. So let's just summarize quickly all the good things about this mouse, and I can put it into one sentence. If the Dalai Lama cursed me to be reincarnated as a mouse, I would hope I came back as the Logitech G Pro Superlight. But that being said, we have to go over some of the negatives of this mouse, and it comes in 2 forms, really. And that is, number 1, the most important thing and the most annoying thing about this mouse is the software, and that's Logitech G Hub. It does not come standard on the mouse to save your DPI settings, which are customizable on the mouse. So every time you restart your computer, or if you stop using your mouse for a period of time, the DPI settings change. And for someone who has very high DPI settings, that can be very annoying. Number 2, apparently, from what I've read online and what I've seen, the switches are a bit of a problem on the mouse. I have had 0 problem with the switches, but I've heard it being an issue with some people. For me, it's been no problem at all. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you guys liked the review. Very short and sweet. But if you want me to review something else in the future, just let me know, and I hope to see you in the next one.
Alright, gotta get some groceries. Oh, fuck, what is that? What is that? Oh, shit, what is that?
It's a mouse.